Good morning, guys. Coach A coming from the campus of USC, the University of Southern California. Let's take a look here as I'm just walking the field. Such a gorgeous facility. Absolutely beautiful place. One of the many perks of what we do. Get to come and talk with some college coaches and soak up some knowledge and walk the facilities and learn more about the next level of baseball. And that actually starts with what I want to talk to you today about. I get a lot of emails and a lot of questions about recruiting and about how do we get our athletes recruited and what's the process with that. And the honesty is the process starts with you. The process starts with the athlete. The process starts with the families. You know, it starts by you guys reaching out to the schools you want to go to the colleges you want to go to, even as early as freshmen and sophomores. You get film of yourself playing your position, you get film of you hitting in the cage, you get your GPA and your transcripts, and you get all that and you send it to the coaches you want to go to. Here's the thing, you know, there's only, I want to say like 1,000 college programs across all levels in the United States. There's over 300,000 high school baseball athletes. That's just baseball. And so coaches don't have time to go out and see everybody. They don't have time to go see several individuals. So unless you're a top 100 player in your state, which you might be, you're probably not just going to show up on the coach you want to go play for's radar. It's just not going to happen, not realistic. So you have to put yourself on their radar. You've got to take the time to go out and to get seen. You have to take the time to go out and get put on their radar and have them see you by sending them an email with video of you, sending them your information, getting in front of them. That's perfectly legal. You can do that. They can't contact you as a freshman or sophomore, but you can contact them anytime you'd like. All of their information is typically on their baseball website. All you got to do is find their school website, find their baseball website, and this goes for all sports. Find their contact information. It usually lists who their recruiting coach is or recruiting coordinator is. You send that person all of your information, your height, your weight, how fast you throw, how fast you run, how fast you get down the line in a hard 90, how fast you can run 60 yards, the whole 9 yards. You send all that information to them, and from there you just continue to keep contact with them. Now, I would do this for several colleges. I would probably narrow it down to 10 or 15 colleges I really wanted to go to and play for, and I would send them all this package. I would also be realistic about who I'm sending this to. Division I athletes, they need to be able to throw at least mid-80s. Doesn't matter what position they're playing. They need to be able to throw at least mid-80s. If you're not throwing mid-80s, you're probably not going to play at the Division I level. If you can't hit 300 at the high school level, you're probably not going to play at the college level. These are important things. If you can't get down the line in 4 seconds, down to from home to first in about 4 seconds, you're probably not going to play at the Division I level. So you got to be realistic about your abilities and what colleges you want to go to. And listen, a lot of times, even the really great athletes don't want to go to a D1 school because they're going to sit as a freshman or sophomore. They can go to a JUCO or a D2 school and NAIA school, and then they can play as a true freshman. You go to a Division I school, unless you're just an absolute stud, you're probably going to sit as a freshman and possibly even as a sophomore. So these are all things to consider while you're going through your recruiting process. So you narrow down your field to 10 or 15 schools, you send them all your information, you get your stuff in front of the coaches. From that point, you make sure your high school coach is aware of what you've done. You put his information in that email as well, his contact information, because even though the coaches aren't going to reach out to you and contact you as a freshman or sophomore, they will reach out to him. They will reach out to your varsity head coach and say, hey, can you kind of keep us posted on this kid? We're kind of interested. We see some of the things he's doing. And the earlier you start this process, the better. Keep your grades up, get good SAT scores, study for the SAT, continue to play good high school ball, be a good teammate, a good dugout guy. When it comes to club and travel ball, it's okay to go to showcases. But what I would do is, instead of just playing with one travel club who goes to all these different showcases or whatever, I would find out what travel clubs play in showcases that the coaches you want to play in front of typically go to. Because again, you got to remember, they only get so many travel days. They only get so many days that they can go recruit. So they're going to go to the showcases where they think they can see the most talent, or where a bunch of their guys are going to be playing. So you let them know, hey, coach, I'm going to be at this showcase or whatever. You try to find out what showcases they're going to be at. That way you can go to those showcases and play in front of the coaches you want to play for. If you stop making it a crapshoot, if you stop just throwing things against the wall and hoping something sticks, and you start really taking control of your recruiting and start really the process of recruiting, it'll go a whole lot better for you. You'll have a lot better chance. Your chance of being recruited and playing at the next level goes up drastically. So that's how you get things rolling. That's how you get things started. Your high school coach can be a big help in this. He can send emails, he can make phone calls, let him know where you'd like to go, let him know what kind of your majors you would like to study in college are, so he can look at schools that have those majors and then check out their sports teams and possibly find a position for you out there that maybe you didn't know was out there. This all starts with you, though. You have to start the process. The athlete and the family has got to start the process. Once the process is started, all these other people can help you. But it's up to you to start the process to get recruited. And that's how you get going. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me, coacha14@hotmail.com. Again, it's coacha14@hotmail.com. I'll answer any questions you have and try to help you along the way as well. So that's it. Until next week. From the USC campus, I'm Coach A, sitting on the coach's seat. We'll talk to you next time.